We're talking about a man who's shaking the foundations of crime and corruption in this country, a cop who's not just doing his job but rewriting what it means to be a police officer. Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, the KZN Provincial Commissioner of Police, is a name you need to know. They're calling it the Mkhwanazi Effect, and let me tell you, it's a bloody game changer. This isn't just about catching crooks. It's about tearing down the whole rotten system that's been strangling South Africa for far too long. So grab something strong, settle in, and let's unpack this, because this is no ordinary story. Picture this, a top cop, dressed in the brown regalia of the Special Task Force, standing tall in Durban, flanked by masked officers with heavy weapons declaring, "I am combat ready. I will die for this badge. I will not back down." That's Mkhwanazi, mate, and he's not just talking the talk. This man's walking a path that's got the criminal underworld quaking and the corrupt politicians sweating bullets. The Mkhwanazi Effect is about calling out crime wherever it festers, whether it's in the streets, the schools, the boardrooms, judiciary, or, yes, even in the bloody halls of Parliament. It's about exposing the rot, no matter who's involved, and dismantling the syndicates and drug cartels that have been bleeding South Africa dry. This isn't whistleblowing, it's not snitching. It's a full frontal assault on the idea that crime can hide behind power, money, or connections. Let's get real for a second. South Africa's drowning in crime. 86 murders a day, 170 sexual assaults, 88 attempted murders, 66 carjackings. That's just the third quarter of 2023, according to SAP's stats. And trust in the police? It's at a miserable 27%, as the Human Sciences Research Council pointed out in 2022. Why? Because for years the ANC government's been letting us down hard. Corruption's not just a problem, it's a bloody epidemic. Case dockets, 5.4 million of them, closed without resolution since 2018 because of insufficient evidence. Insufficient evidence, my foot? It's interference, cover-ups, and a criminal justice system that's been hijacked by the very people meant to protect South Africans. But Mkhwanazi? He's not having it. He's the bloke who's saying enough is enough and actually doing something about it. On July 6, 2025, Mkhwanazi dropped a bombshell at a press conference in Durban that's still reverberating across the country. He stood up and pointed fingers at the big dogs. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, senior SAPS officials, prosecutors, even members of the judiciary. He accused them of aiding criminal syndicates, obstructing justice, and protecting drug cartels and political killers. He didn't just make claims, he brought receipts, WhatsApp messages, proof of payments, and a trail of corruption linking Mkhunu to a dodgy businessman named Vusimuzi Matlala, who allegedly bankrolled the minister's political career. Mkhwanazi revealed that 121 case files, including 5 with arrest instructions, were yanked from the political killings task team and left to gather dust in Pretoria. Why? Because they were getting too close to the truth, unmasking a syndicate involving politicians, cops, and judges. Can you believe the audacity? The sheer nerve of these people thinking they're untouchable? Now, let's talk about that task team. Formed in 2018 after the assassination of ANC activist Mkhwanazi Effect, it was a powerhouse. By 2025, it had investigated over 600 political killing dockets, arrested 436 suspects, recovered 156 firearms, 55 linked to political crimes, and secured convictions totaling over 1,800 years in prison. That's the kind of work that makes criminals sweat. But then, on December 31, 2024, Mkhwanazi allegedly ordered it disbanded, claiming it didn't add value. Didn't add value? Are you kidding me? This team was peeling back the layers of a mafia state, and someone got nervous. Mkhwanazi called it what it was, an orchestrated move to shield politically connected crooks. He said, I can confirm before South Africans today that the investigation these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate, and this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in Parliament. That's not just a statement, it's a declaration of war on corruption. What's got me proper fired up is how the ANC's been sitting on their hands while this rot festers. President Cyril Ramaphosa called Mkhwanazi's allegations a matter of grave national security concern. But what's he actually done? He's offered a BRICS summit in Brazil while the country's burning. The ANC's Fikile Mbalula talks about renewal and accountability, but it's all hot air. The economic freedom fighters are spot on here. The ANC's running a mafia state, and Mkhwanazi's the only one with the guts to call it out. The DA's Ian Cameron's demanding an urgent parliamentary debate, and the IFP's pushing for a commission of inquiry led by a retired judge. Good on them, but why is it taking a bloke like Mkhwanazi to light this fire? Where's the leadership from the top? Why are we still waiting for answers? You might be wondering, is Mkhwanazi just a lone ranger, or is he onto something bigger? Well, mate, this isn't his first rodeo. Back in 2012, as acting national commissioner, he suspended crime intelligence boss Richard Mdluli for misconduct. That took serious cojones. Mdluli was a big fish, and Mkhwanazi didn't blink. Fast forward to 2024, and he's telling Mchunu that provincial commissioners need more autonomy to fight crime without political meddling. "We are not politicians, we are law enforcement," he said. That's the Mkhwanazi effect in a nutshell. No fear, no compromises, just a relentless drive to root out crime, whether it's a drug cartel in Westville prison or a corrupt minister in Pretoria. But here's the thing that really gets under my skin. Mkhwanazi's not just fighting criminals, he's fighting a system that's rigged against him. When he called out Mchunu and Deputy Commissioner Shadrack Sibia, they both denied everything, calling his claims baseless and embarrassing. Sibia even had the cheek to say he only met Mchunu's associate once, like that clears him. Mchunu's response? He'll apply his mind in good time. Apply his mind? Mate, South Africans are dying out here. 70 murders a day, according to Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Police. We don't have time for you to apply your mind. We need action, and we need it now. Mkhwanazi's out here risking his career, maybe even his life, to expose this rot, and the ANC's response is to dither and deflect. It's a disgrace. So, what's the Mkhwanazi effect really about? It's about breaking the code of silence that's let crime and corruption thrive. It's about saying no more to the idea that snitching is shameful. It's about standing up and shouting, "I see you and I'm coming for you," whether you're a drug lord, a corrupt cop, or a politician with blood money in your pockets. It's about taking the fight to every corner of society, communities, schools, government departments, even parliament, because nowhere's off limits. Mkhwanazi's not just blowing the whistle, he's blowing the whole damn house down. He's showing us that one man with a badge and a backbone can make a difference, but only if we back him up. So what are you going to do about it? Sit there and moan, or get behind this bloke who's putting it all on the line? Look, I get it. It's easy to feel helpless when the system's this broken, but that's why Mkhwanazi's fight is our fight. He's not just a cop, he's a symbol of what South Africa could be if we all had the guts to stand up. Imagine if every one of us said, "I'm not scared of the cartels, the politicians, the corrupt officials." Imagine if we all demanded justice like he does. That's the power of the Mkhwanazi effect. It's contagious, and it's time we caught it. Have you ever felt like giving up on this country? Don't, because blokes like Mkhwanazi haven't, and neither should you. The backlash against him is already starting. Some, like violence monitor Merida Haas, are saying he's captured or grandstanding. Captured? The man's taking on the most powerful people in the country. Grandstanding? He's got evidence. WhatsApp chats, payment records, case dockets. This isn't showboating. It's a cry for justice. Social media posts are buzzing with support for him. That's not just talk. That's results. But he can't do this alone. The pressure's on him to substantiate his claims and the vultures are circling. Are we going to let him stand alone or are we going to have his back? Here's where it gets personal. Every time you hear about another murder, another hijacking, another corrupt official walking free, it's a slap in the face to every decent South African. The ANC's had decades to fix this, and what we got? A police force with only 27% public trust, a minister allegedly cozying up to criminals, and a justice system that's more about protecting the powerful than serving the people. And Mkhwanazi's showing us it doesn't have to be this way. He's out there, in combat mode, saying there can never be peace between a criminal and a policeman. Why aren't we all saying that? Why aren't we all combat ready? Let's not kid ourselves, this fight's not going to be easy. The syndicates are deep, the corruption's deeper, and the ANC's got its head in the sand. But Mkhwanazi's proving that one man can start a revolution. He's already got the EFF, the DA, the IFP, and even the MK party cheering him on. KZN Premier Thami Ntuli's backing him, calling for a full probe. Parliament's Ian Cameron's pushing for lifestyle audits for senior SAPS officers. This is momentum, people, and it's up to us to keep it going. So, what's stopping you? Are you going to let the cartels win, or are you going to join the fight? Right, here's the deal. If you're as fired up as I am, don't just sit there. Join the channel membership to keep this conversation alive. Hit that super thanks button to show your support. Every rand helps us keep pushing for the truth. Let the ads play for at least 30 seconds. It costs you nothing and keeps the lights on. And for heaven's sake, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Tell us what you think about the Mkhwanazi Effect. It's free, it's easy, and it's time to do it now. Let's back Mkhwanazi, let's back justice, and let's take our country back. Have you been infected by the Mkhwanazi Effect yet?